Hello Aries, I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, I warmly welcome you here. Either way, I ask that you please click like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't heard, it's a fantastic way for us to exchange energy. It also helps with YouTube's algorithm, and that means more individuals will be able to see the readings that I post. So if you can take a second to do that, I will appreciate it very, very much. These are your predictions for the month of October 2024. I have set the intentions of this reading to be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I'm going to begin by drawing a major arcana card, and that will be the main theme for you for the month of October. A court card, which will represent the best mental attitude that the divine would like you to cultivate during the month, and then a minor arcana card, which will be the actions or suggested actions for you to take. I'll clarify all of those cards with tarot, and then we'll close out the reading with some tea leaf cards, messages from the universe, advice and guidance from the divine, as well as moonology cards. Remember, this is a general collective reading. It is not individualized or personalized to you, and therefore it's quite possible that the messages that come through today won't fully resonate with you. And if that's the case, it's quite all right. It just means it's meant for another Aries watching. So with all that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Aries collective now for the month of October 2024. What is the main theme for the month of October? October 2024 for the Aries collective. One more shuffle, please, and thank you. We have the Hermit as your major arcana card for the theme of the month, and then the World card. So it looks like for some of you, you have closed out a chapter, or you will be closing out a chapter. And this is a significant chapter in your life. This could be you changing jobs, changing career paths. Again, we're going to clarify all of this with tarot for you. But this could be a relationship coming to an end, changes in your finances. What I like, though, is that there is, in this ending, whatever this was for you or will be for you, there is spiritual growth there with the Hermit card. So let's see, what is the best mental attitude that the divine wants you to cultivate during the month of October for the Aries collective? One more shuffle, please, and thank you. Best mental attitude, King of Swords in the upright, bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles in the upright. So I feel like this newfound knowledge or spiritual growth or lessons learned, and again, we're going to use tarot to clarify, but the best mental attitude during that month would be for you to now utilize this newfound information or this newfound data or these newly discovered lessons for you to not just cultivate them, but to apply them to your life in a very slow and methodical way, the way the Knight of Pentacles would. So let's see, what is the action here that the divine would like Aries to take with this newfound knowledge or spiritual growth in respect to this closing? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. And we have the Seven of Wands in the upright. So for some of you, this lesson is about your boundaries or about defending what it is that you want in your life or who you're becoming. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. So there's definitely an energy here of a cycle closing out in your life. And again, this is the action, the predictive action you will be taking. And of course, you have the divine gift of free will. But basically here, what the divine is saying to you is that it is time to leave behind whatever this chapter is and to move forward into your future. The Eight of Cups is a cup of movement. I know some readers don't see it that way, but I do. It's also the only major, or not major, it's the only card in tarot that actually shows, in most decks, but specifically in the original Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, to show an actual eclipse. So for a lot of you, this is eclipse energy. So this could actually carry over for the next 3 months. So that would be like October, November, and December for you. But let's get into tarot now. Let's see what is closing out for you. Please clarify the World card for the Aries collective. There's definitely a shift here, and the divine guiding you away from something because the lessons here have been learned. What is closing out here for Aries in the month of October 2024? This is being clarified by the Seven of Swords in the upright, the Ten of Swords in the upright. Yeah, there's definitely an ending here. The Magician, and then the Four of Pentacles. All of your cards there came out in the upright. I feel that a lot of you have been holding on to a situation or a relationship that has been detrimental to your life in some way. Now, this could be you holding on to a job. And look, I'm not telling anyone to quit their job on the spot in the month of October. That would be very irresponsible of me to tell you. But some of you have been, like, let's say, example, holding on to a job where there's been a lot of deception, or you've been overpromised position changes, being part of certain projects, promotions, raises, and your place of employment just always falls short of it. And you constantly see this as a betrayal. I feel that for a lot of you, if I'm looking at this as what is closing out for you, a situation or relationship that has been deceptive, whether you've been the one deceiving the person, or that person's the one deceiving you. Remember, it's a collective general reading, so it'll be different for each of you. Whatever it is, that situation or relationship is coming to an end in the month of October. Now, if it's you that has been deceiving someone, because I feel the need, Spirit's telling me to King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with Two of Cups. So Spirit is guiding me to say, if it was you that engaged in that type of behavior, it's not necessarily that maybe the relationship or partnership or situation is coming to an end. It could be that you are growing through that experience. And so what is closing out for you is living that way, living in a state of deception or trickery or manipulation. Because the Magician to the Seven of Swords is not a very good energy. I have to be honest with you. So for some of you, you could be leaving behind those types of tactics. You might have had some spiritual growth and some healing here. Similar to a dark night of the soul, but maybe not as in depth. Let's see what's behind the World card. The Wheel of Fortune. And behind that is the Death card. So maybe for some of you, you have had some sort of spiritual awakening, or will have a spiritual awakening in the month of October. So it's possible that for those of you, and look, Seven of Swords doesn't mean that every Aries out there is sleeping around with someone, okay? I'm certainly not implying that, or stealing money or deceiving everyone. But deception could be, you know, the habit of telling little white lies, or manipulating people for sympathy, you know, over dramatizing something that's occurred to you for attention. So that's a sliding scale, that Seven of Swords. But, you know, it could be for some Aries that you are finding or learning through the growth process that doesn't really get you anywhere. If anything, it just causes more heartache for you with that Ten of Swords. So that very well could be more of a closing out of the way you used to conduct yourself, and then becoming more of a spiritual individual. For others of you, you could have someone in your energy who has done this to you, Aries, who's been very deceptive with you, very manipulative, has caused you a lot of heartbreak. You could have been, maybe even at the point of this reading, I'm doing this reading on the 26th of October, so 26th of September. So it's quite possible the energy here could be reflecting what you're currently doing, which is holding on to this person, or holding on to this situation. And so in that respect, your lesson in the month of October could be that it is best to let this go, to close out this cycle. Okay, let's get into the King of Swords. So definitely something big closing out for Aries. Huge spiritual lesson in respect to manipulation and deception. Whether it was you behaving in that way, or someone or something behaving that way towards you, there is an end to that cycle. And I feel the lesson here for some of you is to not engage in that way, to not live that way. And for others of you, this is growth, that you deserve better than to engage with someone or a situation that would do that to you, okay? Again, take it all how it resonates. So this newfound knowledge will put you in the best mental health for you to cultivate is to now take this knowledge that you're learning from this lesson and applying it in a very slow and methodical way to your life, to all aspects of your life. The Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck is further clarified by the Page of Wands. And then right behind that is the King of Swords. So you have the King of Swords here twice. Yes, I am using 2 different decks for that. But there's some very powerful energy now of this newfound truth, which I believe for a lot of you is going to result in freedom. The Page of Wands for me is the minor arcana card to the Fool card. And especially with that 8 of Cups, something closing out, something new beginning, you walking away from the old, walking into the new. You might not be immediately leaving the situation in October, but the mental attitude here is that you have to now do something about this, okay? In a very slow and methodical and calculating way. Tell me more about this. Well, I just had the Queen of Cups come out in the reverse, but I didn't set the intention. So I'm going to put her back in, and if she comes out again, okay? Let's look at the best mental attitude now. We have this King of Swords, newfound information, which leads you to freedom. So again, if this was a deceptive relationship or, you know, individual workplace environment, you could very well in the month of October decide to look for another job in a very slow, smart, methodical way, so you can exit that by the end of October and then move into the new job. And same thing if this is a relationship. Some of you could make the decision in October to close it out and then plot and plan accordingly with your newfound truth, with your newfound lessons, and to move forward into something better, whether that's being single, another relationship. You know, it's different for each of you. Tell me more about this King of Swords. We have the Tower. Yeah, this is, for a lot of you, this is like a spiritual epiphany. This is a breakthrough moment of, now that I've learned this, I'm either no longer going to behave this way, or I'm no longer going to tolerate individuals who behave this way. Further clarify this Tower now. Let's get 3 more cards on the Tower, please, and thank you. The Tower is further clarified by the Queen of Swords in the upright, the 8 of Swords in the reverse, and the King of Pentacles in the upright, which was at the bottom of the deck before. And then we have the Chariot to the Death card. So I do feel for a lot of you, this is coming in very quick in October. And what I mean by that is, like, when it happens, even though you've seen this reading now, I think you're just like holy crap, it really is happening. This is a clear moment of truth here for you. And I think for some of you with that 8 of Swords card, you know, for the 8 of Swords to be in the reverse means at some point it was in the upright. So this is a situation or a relationship you've wanted to move on from for quite some time. And maybe you didn't know how, or you didn't, it could have been an incomplete lesson. And so it was something you had to do again, right? So, and that's how the divine works. Sometimes we have to do these lessons over and over again until we actually learn them. Whatever this is for you, there's a big epiphany moment in October that is no longer either who I want to be or no longer who I want to engage with. And so I feel that releases you, that frees your mind. Remember, I think I had said before, freedom. This newfound information or knowledge or these lessons are actually going to create the starting point of the Page of Wands of freedom for you. And so the 8 of Swords in the reverse, it's like you're now releasing all of these negative thoughts. You now know the truth. King of Swords to the Queen of Swords here. I mean, it can't, for me as a reader, it can't be any clearer. You're ending the month in October thinking differently, living differently, expecting differently from people, acting in integrity, and expecting those around you to do so as well. A much more stable and grounded Aries by the end of October with that King of Pentacles energy. More focused on career, more focused on what you deserve, more focused on creating or maintaining stability in your life. And for a lot of you, this is mental freedom. This is like a breakthrough of, like, now I know how to handle that person or that situation, or maybe even myself. I really like this a lot for you. Once this happens for you, it moves quickly because we move right into the Chariot in the upright to the Death card. So yeah, definitely something closing out here for the Aries collective, but I feel it's all positive. I don't feel like this is a negative reading at all, except that unfortunately up until this point, You have either engaged in deceptive behavior, and look, I'm not shaming you. We've all done it, okay? None of us are pure as Christmas morning snow here. So certainly not shaming you. So for some of you, that was that lesson. And for others of you, it's, I know my self-worth now. King of Pentacles, I don't read body parts, so regardless of your gender, King of Pentacles is someone who knows their worth and knows their value, and they know what they bring to the table. It's a very strong and solid king. It's the king of the Midas touch. So, you know, what I touch turns to gold, or what I apply myself turns to gold. It's a very positive energy of either disengaging from old, you know, I don't want to call them toxic, but maybe it could be for some of you, old toxic habits or beliefs, or the way of living, or disengaging from people who live that way. This is a very powerful energy for the Aries collective here. For some of you, you could be doing this with an air sign. That's quite possible, because I do have Gemini, Virgo here so far. I also have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, as well as Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So your action here is moving away, defending yourself. I will no longer tolerate myself being this way, or I will no longer tolerate people who behave this way. And then walking away, leaving that behind. Again, whether that's you leaving behind that part of yourself, or you leaving behind people who engage in that type of deception. Seven of Wands to the Eight of Cups. Can you clarify that? Let's clarify that Eight of Cups first, and then we'll have a better idea of what exactly it is you're defending or standing your ground on. And I still feel for some of you, you are doing this with another person. Again, could be an air sign. It could be an earth sign as well. We'll see what else comes out here. Let's clarify this Eight of Cups to the Seven of Wands. One more shuffle, please, and thank you. So we have for you the Hangman. Yeah, this is definitely a very enlightening spiritual growth for you, like a spiritual promotion. Hangman in the upright, the Fool. There's your whole new beginning. I mean, we can close the reading right now. The World card is the last card in the major arcana, and the Fool card is the first. Something's coming to an end in October, and a new life or a new chapter, a new job, a new you is emerging by the end of October. Further clarified by the King of Cups in the upright and Justice in the upright. This is karmic justice coming to you in a good way. These are lessons learned that were very crucial to your growth, both in the 5D spiritually and here in the 3D, you know, on this beautiful blue bouncing ball that we live on, as my grandmother used to call it. At the bottom of the deck, I have Six of Swords in the upright to Five of Wands in the upright to the Emperor in the reverse. You might not feel that great walking away from whomever or whatever this is. Like, let's say this is a job you've had for 10 or 20 years, and you finally, like, I've had it. Maybe you're changing jobs, or, you know, changing career paths altogether. It might not feel that great to tell that, you know, that place of employment that after all this time you're leaving, or maybe you're in the middle of a big project, you know, and you feel bad cutting out on them before the project is completed. So I do feel that for some of you with that Emperor in the reverse, you could feel not very balanced in this, but I assure you by the end of the month, you will be. For a lot of you, Aries, you are really learning a valuable lesson here of 1, boundaries, 2, walking away from things and people who no longer serve your highest good, and 3, self-love. The King of Cups and Queen of Cups, which we popped out before, remember, during the read in the reverse. These are cards that talk about self-love, unconditional love for yourself and for others. And like I said, for some of you, you're doing this with another individual. I now also have on the table Aries, Libra, as well as Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Let's get into the tea leaf cards now. I want to clarify a couple of these for you, and then we'll look at what the advice here for we'll look at what the advice is here for you. So I'm going to split this tea leaf card now into three different piles here, and we'll use each pile to clarify these. So what can you tell us about this lesson? Or I feel like you're learning to let go learning to let go, to stand up for yourself and to let go. And again, this doesn't mean someone bumps into you in the cafeteria or break room at work one day and you're going to throw your hands up, be like, you know, F this place, I'm out. But it's assessing the world around you and looking at what no longer works within yourself and within your environment, within your relationships and your connections. Huge month of spiritual growth. Again, for Aries who can resonate with this and who are on the spiritual path. If it's not your reading, you can just check your, check your other placements. So let me set the intentions here. What can you tell us about this World and the Hermit for the Aries collective? The World card to the Hermit. Anything else or regarding this deception? Because there's definitely manipulation and deception here, which has caused you or other people a lot of heartbreak. Again, whether you were the one engaging in that behavior or others were towards you. Either way, you are either holding on to these bad habits, bad traits, or holding on to people who exhibited them. It's like your eyes are being open. It's either like, I don't want to live that way anymore, or you don't want to be around people who live that way anymore. Bottom of the deck, we have Sun, happiness and well-being. I think that's the direction you're going in. I feel like this is an Aries collective who's looking at their life and saying, oh my God, I'm 30 years old, I'm 40 years old, I'm 50, I'm 60, whatever your age is. And I could live on this planet another X amount of years or decades, right? I don't want to exist like this or around people like this anymore. I want to chase my happiness. The Eight of Cups card, talks about an individual that's leaving behind 8 cups. Are the 8 cups horrible? Not necessarily, but they're meh. They're not wish fulfillment. They're day-to-day, chop wood, mundane crap. And I feel like this is an Aries collective that has a bit of a fire burning in their belly for quite some time now and wants to chase their 9 of Cups, their ultimate wish fulfillment, whatever or whomever that may be. We have here Pig, beware of greed. So, at the onset of the reading, I did feel that for some of you, this did have a lot to do with career and finance, like working in an unhealthy environment or around coworkers that are tricksters or employers who maybe don't fulfill their obligation to you. Some of you could have stayed in a job like that because they pay you well, right, out of greed. So this could be an Aries collective that's saying, you know what, my pride and my self-worth has to come before my bank account. I can make money somewhere else in a more healthier environment or in a healthier way. For others of you, you could have an individual or individuals latched onto you who are deceptive and manipulative, but maybe you're the breadwinner, or maybe you are very kind and generous with your money. So there's an awakening here, again, of people either using you, trying to get the best of you, or you trying to get the best of others. Whatever it is, the negative behavior is being left behind. The next card that came out was You Will Be Shown the Way. It's the Candle card. I love it. And again, yes, being shown the way spiritually. Again, for those of you who really tapped into your intuition and really want to make this significant change in your life. This is leaving an old way of living or an old life behind. The month of October came out. You can't make it up. You saw me shuffle and you saw the cards fly out. So for a lot of you, this is all going down, so to speak, in October. And the last card was Legs, stepping into a new experience. That is the Minor Arcana card with the Page of Wands and the Major Arcana card of the Fool. And you had both of them come out. So definitely stepping into a new way of being. Like this for you very much. Tell me a little bit more now, because I feel like this new found information or spiritual growth or enlightenment leads you to plot and plan a course for a better, healthier, happier future for yourself. And it's not where you currently are. Some of you are leaving a job, a community, a relationship. Justice card could indicate marriage. Some of you could be asking for a divorce or your spouses, and you're going to go along with it in a very loving, compassionate way. Tell me more about this King of Swords and a Knight of Pentacles. This is the plan now. This is, now that I know this, I can move in this direction in a very smart way, not a hasty manner. Tell me more about this Tower moment, to the King of Swords, to the Knight of Pentacles. For the Aries collective for the month of October, just wanted to flip. Aha. For some of you, it's leaving behind family. Family or friends. I did have another card come out. I believe that's the good luck card, but we'll see. Dog, which does talk about loyalty. And remember, I had said that for some of you, I mean, I think you could feel loyal to the individual or the situation. There might be some remorse or regret that didn't work out. You know, the Eight of Cups does have 5 cups in that, right? All of the cups prior to are incorporated in the Eight of Cups. So for some of you, there could be some sorrow here about leaving this particular situation. But I think what you're realizing, you know, in the Eight of Cups card, there's just something missing, right? There's that 9th cup is missing. And I think that's what a lot of you are realizing. Bottom of the deck, you have heart, love, deep affection, and caring. I think this is you applying more love to yourself. For some of you, you could very well be ending one relationship and moving into another. That's, or, you know, like I said, leaving one job, moving into another. There could be some discord here among family and friends. This could be your coworkers, your friend group, your family. They might not like this move that you're making, especially if you're leaving them behind, or if your change in a direction in your life will affect them. Some of you may feel like you have to defend you doing this. For some of you, you have been delaying this for quite some time, but that's okay, because I do believe everything happens in divine timing. There's a reason why all of this has to play out in the month of October, but you may be faced with some challenges here of some people not liking this. You do have the dog close up, which talks about pleasure with a close friend. I did get that feeling that for some of you, you're not doing this alone. The Seven of Wands card in the Pulp Tarot deck does have 2 people here, which is unusual for the Seven of Wands card in like any of the tarot decks I have. But it does show like 2 people. So I feel for a lot of you, you have someone at your side helping you with this. And this could also be you fending off these people, right, who have some kind of discord or something to say about the way you're changing your life. I do want to say that right behind the, I didn't realize this before, what are you walking, right? When you leave something behind, you're walking towards something else. 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. And there's your Ace of Wands. Oh my God, Aries. Ace of Wands to the Ace of Cups. Either, I'm telling you, you are moving into a life or a chapter of your life that you are absolutely going to love. This is abundance and wealth, happiness, family, partnership, passion. This is absolutely fantastic. I just got goosebumps for you. 10, we have temporary situation. Some of you could be temporarily changing housing, or you could be leaving a housing situation you're in. I mean, this could be some of you deciding, you know, you don't want to play the field anymore and you want to settle down with one person. Maybe you've been dating, you know, 5 people casually. And this could be the epiphany of, you know what, I don't want to be this manipulator or this deceptor that's, you know, dating all of these people. I just want to settle down with one person. So it could be some housing situation where you're leaving where you are and moving in with someone, or moving in with or maybe where you're currently at will just be temporary for now until you move in with someone else or move to another location. Dog close up, we did say that was pleasure with a close friend, and there's success here. I mean, this is screaming success. There might be some growing pains here for you, but I mean, that Six of Swords is like you're moving in a better direction in your life. So what are you defending here? It looks like you're defending your right to have a passionate new beginning, possibly with a partner. You're definitely moving towards better. Definitely moving towards better. So tell me more about this for the Aries collective. Tell me more about this. Where's Aries headed, or anything else about the situation? Thank you. Oh, you got a lot for this one. Anything else in regards to that? 7 of Wands to the 8 of Cups for the Aries collective. You wanted to flip. We're going to take you. Great happiness. That's beautiful. Bottom of the deck, do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. So for some of you, you may have to defend this move. You know, if you're leaving an employer of a long time, or a relationship, or a housing situation. This could be you could be an Aries that's deciding to leave home for the first time and go out on your own. And there might be some discord among your family or your parents, you know, while you're moving out. But I feel it's the right move for you. There's great happiness and success here. You also have Claw, be careful. So, and you know, with the be careful, do not take risks, I think that's why your best mental attitude here as an advice from the divine is to take the newfound knowledge and don't be hasty, right? You didn't get the Knight of Wands there clarifying that newfound information in the King of Swords. You have the Knight of Pentacles. So it's slow and steady. Like, you've got time. Now you know your truth. You know the direction you want to go in. Slow and steady and plan. I think for some of you it's going to be over a 3-month period. I do. But I think you'll begin January 2025 either at a new place of employment, new relationship, new situation, new living environment. This is or just living in a better, healthier way. You have lightning, control your anger or you will be sorry. Some of you, you know, when you're dealing with an individual with that Magician to the 7 of Swords to the 10 of Swords, it might trigger something within you. Maybe that's why the best mental attitude the divine wants you to cultivate is like, don't take risks, or don't quit on the spot, or don't leave the relationship on the spot, or leave or move out, you know, and then what are you going to do? Live in your car or couch hop, you know, from one friend's couch to another. So again, I feel like just be careful, because I feel for a lot of you, Aries, and you are a fire sign, you're going to get this fire in your belly, which is probably already there for some of you, and you're just going to want to go, go, go. So remember, we had the Chariot at the bottom of the deck there as well. So for a lot of you, you may just want to go, go, go. And I think this is the divine just saying, slow down. All these good things, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, they're all coming to you, right? They're on your destined path. You've learned a very valuable lesson here. Let's go slow and do this the right way. You have Tree, affairs with your family. Yeah, I think for a lot of you, you are leaving behind family. Fair man, this could be you or someone you deal with. This is dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. You have the month of February. There was another reading of yours within the last couple of months I did where February was very significant. So for some of you, this could put you on track for an entirely new life or new way of living by February. You have fire, strong emotion, passionate, love or hate. Again, watch that fire in your belly. You have elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Yeah, this has been a long life lesson here for you. I do think you come out wiser at the end. The World card being the end, and the Hermit card being you basically coming out of the spiritual cave, right? That's the Gandalf of tarot. So you coming out a lot sharper and smarter and wiser. And then you have Jug, lighthearted, carefree time. I feel like that's what you're moving into. I think you're leaving behind 10 of Swords, manipulation, 7 of Swords, whether you behaved that way or others did, and you're moving into something truly, truly spectacular. Let's get you some advice. Not that I think you need any. I think it all came out pretty clear, but let's see if the divine has any other messages for you. And then I'll get you some Moonology cards and a message from the universe regarding this situation. Beautiful reading, Aries. Beautiful reading. Advice for Aries dealing with this transformation. Advice for the Aries collective now. Advice for Aries. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. We have the 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. So what you were holding on to, because originally you had 4 of Pentacles in the upright, remember? Whatever you were holding on to, a way of living, a toxic situation, you're now letting go. And that, I shouldn't say you're now letting go. Your advice is to let go of it. Either let go of that way of living or let go of that situation or relationship. Because remember, this is now your advice spread. It's overcoming these obstacles. Some of you may have a material loss in doing this. You might move from a job that pays you extremely well but was extremely toxic. You might have to start entry level somewhere else. But the 10 of Pentacles is there for you. So the potential of that new job making you even more money than where you currently are is absolutely in the cards for you, so to speak. And same with love relationships. If you were holding on to someone or something that was toxic or just meh, in the 8 of Cups, that obstacle being removed opens the door for you for 10 of Pentacles to 10 of Cups. So it's letting go of people and situations and possessions even. You then have the 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse, it talks about jealousy and envy. I feel like you could very well, with that mice card that talked about, you know, discord among family and friends, you could have some people very jealous of you for doing this. Let's see what else we have here. Let's get a complete message for you. 8 of Swords in the reverse, that's twice. that you've had the Eight of Swords in the reverse, because you also had it here over the best mental attitude to clarify. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. Yeah, this is something coming to an end for you. 6 of Cups in reverse. You're letting go of the past. You're focused on the future. Bottom of the deck, the Hangman in the upright. That's 2 hangmans now in your spread. And look at that. Look who you are, my friend. The King of Swords appears again out of a 3rd deck now. So your advice here, and again, you have the divine gift of free will, but what a beautiful new path you have. Should you choose to take the assignment, overcoming these obstacles, letting go of the old way of living, letting go of people, letting go of the past. 6 of Cups in reverse is huge. 8 of Swords in reverse talks about new beginnings, fresh new mental approach, freedom from ties of the past, finding new solutions to move forward. Some people may look at you as that this is a very jealous thing you're doing. I'm going to tell you one phrase. My father used to say it all the time when I would go to him about troubles I had with people. He would say, screw them. Screw them. Does it make you happy? Do you like working there? I remember when I told him about my recent partner. And I said, it's not an ideal situation. He said, do you love him? And I said, every fiber of my being. And he goes, so what do you care about? I said, well, you know, people. And he goes, screw them. So I feel like that's, not saying that the divine is telling you that's the advice, but that kind of is the message I'm getting here, is people might be jealous of you or angry within your family, friend group, or career group. You know, if you're leaving one job for another, screw them. You have lived in a state of the 8 of Cups long enough, regardless of how old you are. It's time that you move forward into the 9 of 10 of Cups. And it's there for you. Dropping those, whatever was mentally exhausting or mentally painful for you, duties and obligations. Some of you stayed in a place, again, out of this blind loyalty, or assuming the situation would get better. But I love this, and we're ending this here with the Hangman, which talks about releasing yourself from a self-imposed imprisonment or self-imposed limitations. It talks about enlightenment. It talks about a choice that requires contemplation. And I feel like that's what you're doing, King of Swords to Knight of Pentacles. Slow and methodical, moving out of whatever this is. Congratulations to the Aries Collective. This is my first of 12 reads for the month of October, and I am very, very excited for you. I'm not sure if the other 11 signs are going to be able to beat this. Moonology cards. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Now, after Libra season, we are moving into Scorpio season. So I feel for, you know, for a lot of you, this is going to start taking, will culminate by that full moon in Scorpio, or the new moon in Scorpio, I should say. Time to release negativity, and that very well is that 8 of Swords in the reverse, right? Prosperity lies ahead. You literally can't make this up. And then you have balance, spirituality, and practicality, as well as a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. Yeah, I think you're moving towards something really, really, really beautiful. Okay, message from the universe now. Final message from the universe for Aries. Final message for Aries. Let's get one more shuffle here, please, Anne. Thank you. Things are going to be turned in your favor. I told you. People that were against you, all of a sudden will be there for you. Ideas, creativity, promotions, contracts are going to come into your hands. 10 of Pentacles to the 10 of Cups. Bottom of the deck. I know that you have been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you are good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you really are more than capable of doing it. So rise up and take that leap of faith. What a beautiful message for the Aries Collective to close out this reading. I just want to show you again what you are walking towards. So closing out an old cycle. I don't even think I can. These cards are so good. I don't even think I can hold all of them, but I'm going to try with my little fingers here. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. All you have to do, my friend, is take the leap. That's what I have for you, Aries. I want to say take the leap because you're not going to fall. I feel what you're going to realize when you take that leap is that you have wings, spiritual wings, and possibly even a new set of spirit guides that are about to guide you in a new path, on your new path, in a new direction. So congratulations to you, my friend. That's what I have for you, Aries, for the month of October 2024. If you like this message and it resonated with you, or you found it fun, entertaining, enlightening, or maybe even want to claim all or part of it, and for me, this is a claimable reading, but do with it what you will. If it resonated with you, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, my friend, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.